Elbanaim. Elbanaim, the bricks Nafalu have fallen. We got it, but with the hornstone, the Livne we will rebuild. Skimming the sycamores, Gudau have been cut down. Be'erazim, but with cedars. Nakalif we will plant in their place. The bricks have fallen, but we will rebuild with hornstone. The sycamores have been cut down, but we will plant cedars in their place. It wasn't what I expected him to say, Nuria said. What did you expect? She asked. Something relevant, something of significance. What did bricks and sycamore trees have to do with America or anything? And I told him. I don't understand, I said. I don't even know what it's saying. How is it the key? This is Israel's response to the first invasion, the first calamity. These are the words that sum up the nation's spirit. A spirit of pride, defiance, and arrogance in the face of the calamity. And why is it significant? I asked. Because these are the words that seal the nation's cause and foretell its future. I'm not seeing it. What exactly is it, Nuriel, that they are really saying? In the aftermath of the invasion, they are going to rebuild. And why would that be significant? I have no idea. It's what you do when something's destroyed, you rebuild. Look deeper, Nuriel. What's a large context? A nation is turning away from God. Its hedge of protection has been removed. Why? To cause them to turn back, to wake them up, to save them from a greater judgment. And what are they doing in light of it? Or rather, what are they not doing? They are not returning to God? Exactly. Instead of listening to the alarm, instead of turning back, instead of even pausing for a moment to re-examine their ways, they boast of their resolve. It wasn't about rebuilding at all. It was about ignoring the warning and rejecting the call to return. So they missed their warning. They did more than just miss it. They defied it. Notice the words. They weren't vowing just to rebuild what was destroyed, but to make themselves stronger than before, to become invulnerable to any future attack. So what they're saying is this: we will not be humbled. We will not search our ways or consider the possibility that something could be wrong. Instead, we will defy the calamity. We will beat it back. We will rebuild. We will undo the damage as if it never happened. Not only will we not change our course, we will pursue it now with even more zeal. We will come out of this calamity stronger than ever and rise to even greater heights than before. They're saying all that in those few words? I asked. That's exactly what they're saying. That's exactly what it means. The alarm had sounded and they were going to silence it. And what happens, Nuriel? If you silence an alarm, you keep sleeping. And if the alarm was to warn you of a danger, what then? Then the danger becomes even more dangerous because now you have nothing to warn you that it's coming. Exactly. So they kept sleeping. They nullified the alarm that was meant to wake them up, to save them, and it was all there in the bowl. The bricks have fallen, but we will rebuild with horn stone. The sycamores have been cut down, but we will plant cedars in their place. These are the words that seal a nation's destiny, the fate of an entire nation hanging on so few words, and in the original language even fewer 8 words. But how, I asked. The woe was a sign, a manifestation of a hardening of their hearts, the rejection of God's calling, the sealing of the nation's defiance and its course, and thus the sealing of its end. So the woe itself is a sign of judgment. Question: you told me that the what I was looking for wasn't just here in this library, that I didn't have to come here to find it. How could I possibly have found the parchment without you showing it to me? It's not the parchment, he answered. It's the word, and the word is from a book, from the book of a prophet who lived at the time of the invasion, and through whom the word was given, and the prophet was Isaiah. I've never heard of him. You just didn't know his real name. You know him as Isaiah. Isaiah. The word is from the Bible, from the book of Isaiah, the Isaiah 9 chapter, Isaiah 9:10. Isaiah 9:10, so it's known. Not really, it's a very obscure verse. Even most of those who read the Bible every day would have little idea it even existed. Is it prophesying of America? It's prophesying of Israel. Then what does it have to do with America? The prophecy in its context concerns ancient Israel, but as a template of judgment, as a sign, it now concerns America. How? It's the sign of a nation that once knew God but then far away, a sign that America is now the nation in danger of judgment, and now given warning and the call to return. So it was given to ancient Israel, and it's about ancient Israel, but now it's reappearing as a sign of a warning to America. Yes, so if the same prophetic message and the same warning of judgment once given in Israel last days should now manifest itself in America, it will constitute a sign that America is now the nation that once knew God, then fell away. A sign that America is now the nation in danger of judgment